Good morning, sweetie. What you doing? Hey? Is that a big smile? Is that a big smile? Oh, I think it is. Hey. Say hello to everybody. Hey. Hey guys, it's Chris here. It's been a while since I've done a video, and I've decided that I'm going to start doing a daily video blog. Some of them might be long, some of them might be short. They might include art, they might not. It might just be about my regular day. But I'm a huge Daily Woo addict now, thanks to Kevin Cross. And I thought, I'd love to do something like this. I really miss doing the videos like I used to do with my making comics adventure, but I'd love to talk more about just my personal life and yeah, being a new father and AJ and also my art in the background here. And yeah, so welcome to my new daily video blog, The Regular Chris. This is my studio, which is a current complete mess. Recently I changed my layout when the baby was born. And I did that because it just allowed me to do some work while I was in the same room with Jazz and the baby while we were getting settled. Now it's time to get back to normal, get in my studio, eliminate distractions so I can actually get some work done. So when people come around, I'm not in the same room, I'm not distracted, I'm not feeling like I'm being ignorant. When I'm in here, people know I'm working. So it's time to get things back in order. As you can see, my table's a mess. So I've got to take this studio setup from my lounge room and put it back into here. Hopefully it doesn't take me long. I reckon 15 minutes. Let's see how it looks. And by the power of video, it's fixed. Alright, it's time to get to work. So it's definitely weird actually being back in my studio. The other desk that I used to have, which is there, that one, I pointed to the phone, I don't know why I pointed to the phone. That one, which is, as you can see, significantly shorter than this desk. Let's see if I can, yeah, there's a difference, right? But now, my screen is way further back and it's higher, and it's just, I don't know, I'm having an adjustment period and I'm whinging. First world problems, it doesn't matter. So at the moment, I'm working on a big client job, which has just been like a brain buster because it happened just before the baby arrived, and I've been trying to nut through it, but they've been really cool as far as time goes, and there's been a lot of changes. So and contract brief discrepancies as well, where things had to get on hold and So now I'm finally in the inking phase. They approved all the sketches, which went back and forth for quite a couple of weeks, which is why I had to do the setup in the main lounge room to begin with. So anyway, I'm finally working on it here. As you can see, it's quite a fun job. Very cartoony. What was meant to just be a few panels ended up turning into like a one-page comic strip. Definitely really flexing my comic muscles, so I'm glad it came after Nevermore because I feel like I probably would have been up to the task as much. Anyway, I've got 3 panels left to ink and then I can send it off for approvals. They finish up at about 5:30 today, so it's 2:45 now, so if I can nut it out, I can get it to them before the end of the day and hopefully get the go-ahead to do the colours. I can safely say the client work is done for the day. Time to save it all up, send it to the client, and wait for approvals. Given that it's 4:30, good chance they're not going to get back to me today, which, as much as I'd like to get, this whole thing finished, it means that my weekend's freed up so I can get some daily sketches done. Ooh. So it just occurred to me, I've just screenshotted everything to send to the client just for their approval. And I just went through the emails because I just had a thought that for some reason their file type that they wanted was different to what I normally do, and I thought this earlier, and then I reread an email saying that to use the file. Turns out I'd misread it and saying they didn't want that file, they wanted the other file. So now I have to go back and make sure that everything I've just done is going to be able to be converted into the file they want, which is in Illustrator, which I absolutely hate using Illustrator, but that's what they need. So before I email them and say, hey, here's the finals, I need to make sure that I can pop them into that other program and make sure that it'll convert properly Otherwise, if it looks too crappy, I'm going to have to redo the whole thing again, and I'm really not looking forward to that. And that's, unfortunately, it's just an issue that I've made for myself for not reading properly, and I'll have to fix it myself. Yeah, crap. Let's see how we go. Okay. So it's only been about 10 minutes have passed, although for you guys it's been nothing. Turns out I can save everything as a PNG that I've done in Manga Studio. I should have mentioned before, I'm working in Manga Studio because I prefer it. It's my favourite illustration software to use. So I did that as a high resolution. Unfortunately, you can't import a Manga Studio file into Illustrator and vectorize it. It just doesn't work that way. But I thought I'll have a look. It's quite high resolution. I saved everything as a PNG with a transparent background, imported into Illustrator, tried the live trace tool, which I absolutely hate because generally it's not very good, especially from what I tried earlier. But what I tried was a low resolution file. Having something this high resolution, the file comes up perfectly. You wouldn't even know that it wasn't, you wouldn't know that it was done otherwise as a non-vector based, as a pixel based image. So I've just saved my butt. I can send them everything that I've done, do this after the approvals, and then I'll just have to add in the color via Illustrator, which I'm not looking forward to. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it does mean that I've sort of saved my butt in some regards. So thank God. That would have sucked having to redo this whole thing. It's already taken me a week to get this done so far, so whew, but saved. Okay, now that that's out of the way, getting my daily sketch ready for today. Now, I don't normally do this. Probably it's about a 50-50 split the way I do my daily sketches. Sometimes I just sketch it straight on the paper and ink it, generally at night while I'm in bed just watching TV and winding down for the evening. Otherwise, I will try and pre-prepare, just like I want to do more of, just have all my daily sketches ready to go. And what I mean by that is I sketch them digitally and have them printed out, so I'll show you what I mean. So here's my tablet here. So if I turn this layer on, this is actually just a really loose sketch, just done with the pencil tool in Manga Studio. Really loose and open, nothing too crazy. Here I was actually playing with how I might try and do the texture when I ink it. Otherwise, not a whole lot to it. Now, if I turn that layer off, I'll turn the next layer on. You can see here it's a much more refined drawing, but not a lot of detail at all. It's really just basic line work. Really me playing around, not being too delicate with it at all. What I'm going to do here is I will generally knock down the opacity of that till it's almost non-existent, and then I'll print that out. And there you go. You can just sort of barely see it on the paper, which is how I like it, and then I ink over the top of that. And yeah, so that's how I do it. I'm going to go off and have dinner now because it's nearly 6 o'clock, and I'm going to ink that afterwards, and if I get a chance I'm going to sketch some more stuff out. Otherwise, check out my Instagram or my Tumblr and you'll be able to see that later today, or tonight, or tomorrow morning. One of those. Anyway, this is me out. Vlog over. Bye.